So Africa got a very huge variety of food, and it's really hard and somehow I can even say impossible to know everything about the African food. But today I'm going to give a summary of the African food in a very simple way. So, as you already know, I usually make it simple in explaining about Africa in breaking it into regions, and that's the same which I'm going to do. So without wasting time, let's go into explaining the African foods per regions. So let's start first with the northern side of Africa. North Africa is one of the places of Africa which have been more open to the outside world since long time back, and the food also of this side have been more influenced even by the African antiquity food. So it means that there can be found some dishes there until now which are very ancient dishes. And because this place was one of the biggest center of the world for a time for trade and so many other things, this place have been introduced to so many dishes from outside the world which came into Africa through the northern side of Africa. And again, on the 7th century, by the infiltration of the Arab world in Africa, this place also have been introduced to so many other dishes from the Arab or the Asian continent, which explains the use of spices in Africa. So this place might be also one of the places which they consume more foods which are usually accompanied with stew of meat or vegetables, and one of the food which is very famous in the northern side of Africa is called couscous. Couscous are kind of round stuff which they made before. They used to make them manually, but now they are made by machines, which are just round stuff which are made out of wheat, and they can be eaten with any other thing. It can be stew of meat or any other thing, which vegetables or anything which can be accompanied with couscous. Yet in this place you can find a very huge influence of the Arab world even in their way of eating. So without wasting time, also let's move now to East Africa. Because of the population which is in East Africa who are farmers, there can be found a huge consumption of product milk in the eastern side of Africa, and also different variety of vegetables and grains, which explains the huge consumption of a food called ugali. Ugali is just the Eastern African version of fufu, a West African food, which I'm going to explain later. And this is one of the most eaten food in Africa, and I will explain more about it. Even though fufu is eaten here, there's so many other food which are eaten also in the eastern side of Africa, and many of them have been inspired by the outsiders who came in Africa. It may be Indians or Asians, which explains some of the food as chapati, steamed rice, which many dishes have been learned from outsiders who came in Africa. And in some other parts of Africa also, they can be found also a conception of some other food like green banana, which might not be exactly coming from outsiders, but Africans themselves who have been eating them from a very long time. Still in East Africa, going more to the northern side of East Africa, meaning around Ethiopia, Eritrea and other places around there, one of the other most common food is called injera. Injera is just kind of a version of flatbread, which is usually served with another kind of thick stew, which is eaten mostly by people from the northern side of East Africa. Yet there is a very huge variety also of food eaten in this side of Africa, but mostly they are more influenced also by the religions which have been more practiced there, as Islam and Jewish religions, which also can explain a less consumption or an absence of consumption of pork in the northeastern side of Africa. So let's move to West Africa. West Africa, it's a very amazing place with so many dishes, but the thing which makes that this place is somehow similar in the things which they eat is because of the huge concentration of the Bantu people. West Africa is actually the origin of Bantu people, and they can be found also foods which can kind of being similar to each other, even if names can change or techniques of cooking can be changing from one country or one place to another. But one of the food which is very famous can be called fufu, banku, kenkey, futu, gari, depending on the place and also the things which have been used to make it. And this is one of the most famous food in Africa, which is usually served with stew or vegetables or anything which can be accompanied with it. And it can be made out of corn, cassava, yam or anything else as banana. Another food which is mostly eaten in the western side of Africa, it's a food which have been more introduced by the dry Sahel countries in West Africa, which is a food based on rice and which gives now place to the most famous jollof rice. And also one of the other thing which is mostly seen in the western side of Africa is also the consumption or the use of the natural palm oil. So moving to Central Africa. Central Africa is now the place which is kind of a combination of West Africa and East Africa. And in Central Africa, some of the food which are mostly seen are the same food which you can find in the eastern side of Africa, because there is a huge influence of the Swahili world, and also from the western side of Africa, since there is a huge concentration also of Bantu people in Central Africa. And these foods can vary from one place to another, but the techniques kind of be the same as the Eastern African techniques and the West African techniques. And this place, one of the foods which is mostly eaten is like beans accompanied with other things which can be rice or anything, but also without forgetting that one of the food which is again mostly eaten here can be like kwanga, fufu and other things which are mostly inspired by the West African food. So moving also, let's go now to the southern side of Africa. The southern side of Africa is one of the places also which is very diverse in the food because of the presence of so many different people in the southern side of Africa. Noticing that there are Bantu people, there are Europeans, there are Asians, there are Caucasian. All these people with all their dishes brought a very huge variety of foods in the southern side of Africa. And this also can vary and change from one place to another, as from one country to another. But mainly groups like Bantu people, who are the Shona, Ndebele, Zulu, Xhosa, all these people have kind of a certain similar food which might have been also adopted by others, yet also because there is a huge concentration of Bantu people, it explains again the most common foods of Bantu people, which can be like fufu or maybe using rice and other things eaten with stew or vegetables. But one of the things which is very common in the southern side of Africa, and which used to be one of the glory which women from the southern side of Africa used to get, was to prepare very nice beer. These people have been used to make fermented food, and also which made them to be good in preparing beer. And also one of the thing also which they have been known to be good at, since the primitive people of the southern side of Africa have been Caucasian, who were hunters, one of the things which the southern side of Africa is known for to be good at is grilled meat. So you will usually find people used to meat which have been grilled. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you learned something again about the African food in general, even if I haven't been specific about each kind of places, because Africa is very wide and very huge that it's literally impossible to explain every single place of Africa. So thank you so much for being here. I would like you to share this video to teach again the world about Africa. Thank you so much for being here. Let's share Africa to the world.